Hello, everybody. So, this is a brand new week. Happy Monday to everybody that is going to get this message, to everybody that's going to be hopping on this call. And I just want to first say thank you to everyone that showed love to the videos and everything that I had going on. And if you are somebody that is inspired, you need some accountability, you just need a little bit of motivation, you just need a push, make sure that you put on the notifications to see whenever I go live. But today I wanted to talk about something that is really important, especially during these times. And I wanted to talk about it because I was actually in this space myself. And I've been talking about how to make this last quarter of the year really matter and how to make this last quarter of the year count. Because I stated that the people that are connected with me, the people that are in alignment with me, we're not going to wait until the holidays pass and everybody else is saying anything about New Year's resolution and things like that. We're going to start now by making this quarter the best quarter that we can make it. And I've been doing so much personal development, and I have just been really clearing out my life. And I was listening to some other people, because a lot of people come to me for advice. And I realized that there's a lot of people that are living on other people's terms. There's a lot of people that are that's living, dancing to the beat of somebody else's drum, and they're wondering why they aren't getting success. They're wondering why they're feeling the way that they're feeling, and they feel like they could be doing more, and they feel like they're not reaching their full potential. And it really boils down to, your life is what you created to be, right? So if your life is what you created to be, and you're looking at your life and you're not liking it, you have to ask yourself, whose program have I been living on? Whose standards have I been living up to? We sometimes as people, and I say we because I'm human as well, and I caught myself doing it, and that's when I decided to overdose on personal development this time. Because society, social media, trends, all of these things will have you feeling like you have to do things a certain way. And how many of y'all know that how it used to be isn't how it's going to always be? And everybody was born with their own unique gifts, their own unique talents that they need to bring into fruition. And a lot of times when people aren't living the way that they want to live, and they don't have the results that they want to have, 9 times out of 10, it's because they're not living on their own terms. You live the way your parents feel like you should live. You get careers based on what people say makes a lot of money, or what you saw somebody else doing. Or I seen a post where a girl said that she went to the Chris Brown concert and everybody had on the same thing. Hair was the same, makeup was the same, outfits was the same, shoes was the same. Everybody had on the same thing. And why is that? That's because we are not living on our own terms. You are not living on your own terms. You are dancing to the beat of somebody else's drum, and you're not happy, and you're wondering why. You only can get success when you operate in your true, authentic self. And that can only happen when you are living life on your own terms. I remember when I was feeling like down, I was feeling so depressed, and I was wondering like, why is this? And I recognized it's because I wasn't living the way that I wanted to live. I wasn't doing my business the way I wanted to do it. I wasn't operating the way I wanted to operate. So I'm going to ask you, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling like you are going towards the goal, the end goal that you see for yourself? And you have to really be honest. Are you doing the daily tasks, the daily activities that will get you to the goal that you desire? Do you even have a goal for yourself? Or are you one of those people that you need advice or you need to check in with somebody before you decide what you want to do? You really have to stop. The only way to have true peace is to stop living life on other people's terms. And this is something that I just had to recognize for myself. Because sometimes you'll get in businesses, you'll get in industries, you'll get into relationships, and you may be like I used to be and like to people please. So before you do anything, you're asking people, what do they think? How many of y'all ask people before y'all do stuff? Y'all asking somebody, what do they think? Or you coming up with an idea and you wanna run it past this person to see if they think that this is a good idea. And see, the problem with that is when you have an idea or you have a goal or you have something that you want to do, you may go run it by this person that you feel like has your best interest in mind, and you may not get the feedback that you want. So now this opinion that somebody gave you, it has shifted your trajectory, and now whatever you had planned, you don't even want to do it no more based on another person's opinion. Isn't that crazy? We'll go get an outfit or go do our hair, and then we'll ask people, how does it look? And the moment that we don't get the enthusiasm that we expected, well, we feeling some type of way about our decision. And so I remember seeing a quote that said, what you seek is found within. What you seek is found within. The answers and the goals that you want to have and achieve, listen, it was placed on your heart. It was found within. So what you're seeking, external validation, when you've already gotten internal confirmation from you and the higher power and your intuition, but you're going and seeking validation from external sources and outside people. And now you're wondering why you aren't where you want to be at in life. It's because you are dancing to the beat of someone else's drum in your life. You are living life on someone else's terms. And if you really want to make the last quarter of this year count, if you really want to make the last quarter of this year count, you have to stop listening to other people's opinions, listening to what somebody else thinks that you should do, and you have to start living out loud on your own terms, baby. Because nobody can fulfill what the universe puts you on this earth to fulfill. It may be another speaker out there, but guess what? Nobody is speaking like Unica, because nobody has the intellect and the internal dialogue and the life experiences that Unica has. Not saying that there are other great speakers, but everybody has their own unique factors to bring to this table of life. So I ask you, who are you asking for opinions from? Whose beat are you dancing to in life? Are you on your frequency, or are you doing what someone else would deem as successful? Do you really want to go to college and get this degree? Or is this something that your family wants you to do? Is this something that it has always been that way? Right? Or do you want to be an entrepreneur instead, but you scared to say something about it? Or you scared to jump out on a leap of faith because somebody told you that something else would be better? Are you in a relationship that you don't want to be in, but you're listening to people tell you that you need to be in the same household as that person because it's good for the kids? And so now you're listening to what everybody else say? Are you sitting on your job and you know you need more money and you know you want to start a business, but people are telling you that you're being unrealistic because you got to go to work and now you in school and now you doing this and you don't have time, and people telling you to just focus on one thing? What is holding you back? What are you allowing to hold you back from what it is that you really truly want? There was a point in my business where I felt so stagnant. And I felt stagnant because everything that I wanted to do, all of the visions that I had for my business, I was running them past somebody before I executed. How many of you guys get a goal, get a dream, make a plan, or just have this magnificent thought, but you don't trust your own intuition enough, you don't trust your own belief enough, that you go and now you got to run your idea past somebody else and see what they think? And now you were so excited about it and they shot it down, or they didn't give you the enthusiasm that you thought you were going to get behind your idea. So now you don't even want to do it. You feeling less about it. That's living on other people's terms, man. We have let social media, TV, celebrities, influencers, we have let so many things dictate what is and what isn't quality to us, what is or what isn't happiness for us, what is or what isn't cool. We have let all of that dictate how we live, to the point that we are not dancing to the beat of our own drum, and we are living life on other people's terms. But guess what? You can unlearn and relearn some things. And you can start living life on your own terms. I remember listening to naysayers that said I wasn't realistic. They said, you know, I needed to focus on my job, or how I'm going to do this, and I'm working and got a son that's a single mom. They asked me that. I had people trying to tell me what I should do and how I should do it. And guess what? I was feeling so conflicted, so confused and depressed and down. And it wasn't until I got in solitude and I started listening to my own voice, and I started listening to the inner dialogue of myself, that everything changed for me. I stopped trying to get a second opinion. Stop going to people for a second opinion on your life decisions, your visions, your gifts, your dreams that God gave you. Why do you need a second opinion? And really, you looking for a third opinion, because the second opinion was God. God, you wanted to do it. God said it was meant for you to do it. Why are you running it past people? You don't have to run nothing past nobody. Live life on your own terms, right? Fear of opinions are holding you back. Listen, people are going to have an opinion. If you sit in your stagnant comfort zone, people are going to have an opinion about you. If you go out and live your wildest dreams, people are going to have an opinion about you. It doesn't matter what you do, somebody is going to have an opinion about it, because we have something called freedom of speech. But guess what? Opinions are not facts. And those opinions, people's opinions, don't have nothing to do with you. That's what people got to realize. People's opinions of what they think you should do or who they think you are, it has nothing to do with you. So why are you letting the opinions of other people hold you back? Right? I had people in my life where they knew that I was big on personal development. They knew that I was big on, bettering yourself, being a better person, leveling up in life, just getting to a new level physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, everything, right? And what they would do is, if a time come where I get mad or I go off or I'm cussing or I'm doing this or I'm doing that, you know what they would do? They would cast off opinions about me. They would be like, oh, well, I thought you was all about personal development, or I thought you read books, and I thought you this and that. You think that stopped me? No, I didn't care about what their opinions was of me or what they was trying to say about me, because guess what? I know everybody get mad, baby. Everybody get mad. Everybody get angry sometimes. Everybody get sad. But that doesn't negate or for that doesn't mean that everything else that you did before that is lost. Or that doesn't mean that you was a bad person because you done said a cuss word, right? But what if I would have let those opinions get into my subconscious mind, and now I'm self-criticizing myself based off of what somebody else has said about me? Right? Why? Why are you not pursuing the goal because somebody else said it was unrealistic? Why are you listening to them? They're speaking to you based on their reality. Their reality is not yours. So why are you listening to them? Just why? Why are you listening to them? When are you going to stop living and dancing on the beat of other people's drum and listening to their opinions and letting it control your life? Right? Why? Why are you doing what somebody else thinks is best for you? When are you going to do what you think is best for you? Because listen, I remember being in close proximity with some people. And man, I just wasn't doing good. And I wasn't feeling good on the inside. To them, I was the perfect student. Because I was just doing everything that they said. But deep down on the inside of me, I wasn't feeling good about following them and being in proximity with them, right? And so I had to think, and this is the thing that you have to do. I want you to do this. Think about your most productive time, your most peaceful time, your most prosperous time. I'm talking about the time when you was really getting to the money, the time when you was focused. Right? Think about the time when you feel like you were at your best. Like the closest that you could get to feeling like, yes, I was my higher self at that point. Go back to that time and tell me what it is that you were doing. When you were at your highest potential, I'm talking about when you was operating with integrity, you was making money, you wasn't living paycheck to paycheck, you was happy. I'm talking about your skin was glowing, you wasn't even worried about nobody. What were you doing back then? What were you doing in that moment? And whatever you were doing, I need you to do that now. Times 10. The problem is we stop doing what works for us because we so focused on people pleasing and doing what works for others. I could tell you the time that I made the most money to get out of the situation that I was in. I was big on solitude, personal development, and productivity. Solitude, personal development, and productivity. Number one, solitude, because you have to get by yourself. It's dangerous when you cannot have a good time unless you are with another human being. It's dangerous when you cannot feel good unless this person is giving you the attention that you want, or this person is, you know, doing what they need to do. That can't be you. You have to learn how to have solitude, how to enjoy the solitude, and how to maximize the solitude. I can tell you for a fact that my most productive times and my biggest ideas came when I was alone, journaling, thinking about, you know, what's my next best move? What can I do that's going to take me to the next level? Solitude. You have to appreciate solitude, and you have to maximize on the solitude. And it's not about acting funny. It's not about acting funny with nobody. It's not about acting bougie with nobody. But sometimes you spend so much pouring into the world that you got to pour back into yourself. So solitude, personal development. I don't care what nobody say. If you constantly, I'm talking about, you can try this for a week. Try this for Monday through Friday. If you constantly listening to some personal development audio, I'm talking about whether it's an audio book, Jim Rohn, Napoleon Hill, Oprah, Lisa Nichols, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, like Dean Graziosi, Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas, whoever you want to listen to, you got to overdose on personal development. You have to listen to it in your car, when you wake up, when you go to sleep. I'm talking about I was listening to it when I was going to wash my car. My truck was going through the car wash line, and I was listening to Napoleon Hill. You have to develop yourself, because the fact that you are moving off of other people's opinions and moving based off of what other people want you to do, that is a clear indication that you are not developed within yourself. That's why you're seeking outside validation. When you are personally developed, and trust me, personal development is not something that you're going to reach, right? We're always going to need personal development. So don't even think about that this is something you got to finish. But you have to get in the groove of constantly developing yourself. You should always be developing yourself. So listen to some personal development audio for the next 7 days, y'all. See, I'm not telling y'all to be like me, because I'm listening to personal development in my car, when I go to sleep, when I wake up, for the rest of the year, for the rest of 2025. But I know people need baby steps. So I'm telling y'all, listen to personal development for 7 days. I'm talking about cut the music off. Stop listening to the lyrics that just make you want to twerk, or make you want to go find an op, or make you want to do other stuff that you ain't got no business doing. Stop. Listen to you some personal development for the next 7 days, and watch how your life is going to change. I'm telling you, your life is going to change. Your self-talk with yourself is going to change. And that's another thing. The reason why you seek validation from other people is because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your own intuition. You don't trust your first mind. You don't trust the opinions that you give to yourself. That's why you're seeking outside validation. You need to develop yourself. You have to. Because if you develop yourself, you're going to learn to trust yourself more. You're going to love yourself more. You're going to be able to operate in your authenticity to the point where you won't even need external validation from other people about what God has called you to do. You're just going to do it because you're on the journey of personal development. Right? Productivity. There's a difference between busy and productive, right? Because you could be busy doing nothing. You could be busy on social media scrolling, looking at other people that's going viral for stupid stuff. You could be busy on the phone listening to gossip. You could be busy eating food that's not good for you. So we don't want to be busy. You need to be productive. You need to be operating and moving towards exactly where you see yourself. You need to have a goal for yourself. Whatever that goal is, whatever that dream is, whatever that idea is that was placed on your heart, I need you to pursue that. And I need you to not ask for anybody's opinion when you go to pursue that. But I also need you to be productive. You got to be productive. You have to progressively be moving towards the goal, the end game that you see for yourself. What are you going to do that is a productive activity? Like me, every week, people that are interested in Houston in investing and trading, every week, my productivity activity is we meet up once a week, and anybody that wants to learn how to trade, I meet with them, I answer their questions, I get them set up. I am productive. I'm not just going out to the restaurant to go and drink and eat and hee hee ha ha and slap fives. Okay? What are you doing that is productive? Every day I know I'm going to watch at least an hour-long video on trading. What are you going to do that is productive in getting you towards your goals? What is it? Do you like to cook? Well, I need you to be making one meal a day and recording it and putting it out there for your potential customers to see. Right? Are you in school? I need you to be sticking to your study schedule. Are you an entrepreneur? I need you to be doing something that's working towards building your business. What productive activity are you doing? You need solitude. You need personal development. And you need productivity, right? Excuse me, y'all. The next thing, when you are deciding that you're going to live life on your own terms, when you're deciding that you're going to stop operating on autopilot, you're going to stop operating on default, you don't have to explain your change to people. You don't even have to tell them what it is that you're doing. But you will need to create non-negotiable boundaries. One of my non-negotiable boundaries is if I don't deal with somebody, that's cool if you're cool with them, but I don't want them being brought up on my phone at all. So the minute that you get to talking about, girl, let me tell you about what such and such did, let me call you back. Let me call you back. That is just one of my boundaries. If I don't really rock with you like that, I don't want nobody on my phone talking about you, right? People, they know that I trade. And I don't know why this is so, but people like to ask me for money. One of my non-negotiable boundaries, I don't lend out money. No, you cannot borrow no money from me. I can teach you how to trade. I can be the resource and show you what I use to learn how to trade, and then you can get your own money. I can help you do that. But no, I'm not borrowing no money. I'm not loaning no money. So what is your non-negotiables? What are your non-negotiable boundaries? Listen, when I get up in the morning, y'all, when you get up in the morning, you have to stop just picking up that phone. Right? You got to stop picking up that phone and just being at the beck and at the whim and call of everybody else as soon as you get up in the morning. Like, no, you got to stop doing that. I decided that when I get up, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to make breakfast for my son. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to pray. I'm going to listen to my personal development before I check any app to see any notifications, any emails, anything. So what are those boundaries before I answer any calls, anything? Like, don't call me before 11 o'clock. Create non-negotiable boundaries. And the last thing that you do when you stop living on other people's terms, and this is going to be very hard, and I'm going to be honest, this is going to make people, the real people, and I'm going to say this too, this last thing, it's going to make some people so mad at you. They're going to be very mad at you. But it just shows you who you were around the whole time. But the last step for you to stop living on other people's terms is to stop explaining your moves to people. Stop explaining. And this is going to upset some people because some people benefited from you not using your voice. Some people benefited from you dancing to the beat of their drum. Some people benefited from you living your life on their terms. They benefited from you being a puppet on a string for them, doing whatever they asked you to do. They benefited from that. So when you start to change and you start to develop yourself and you start to evolve yourself and you don't, and they just see that you've changed and you're not telling them nothing, you're not explaining your decisions, you're not explaining your moves, you're not explaining nothing, they're going to be mad at you. But that's because your boundaries offend them because they benefited from your lack of. Your boundaries will offend the people that benefited from taking advantage of you. You have to know that. So when you decide to change, people and you creating boundaries that are non-negotiable and you are not explaining your moves to people, just be prepared. They're going to say you acting funny. But really what they want to say is she's not acting how I want her to act. She's not doing what I want her to do. She doing her own thing. She do her own thing. That's what they gonna say about you. But when you think about it, like I had somebody literally, I literally had somebody tell me this. Oh, because you be doing your own thing. What am I supposed to do? Your thing? Like, think about it. Somebody, she just be doing her own thing. So you mad because I'm not doing your thing. I'm not doing what you want me to do. Those types of people, don't get away from them. Get away from them. Even though you may love them, even though you gotta get away from them. You have to stop explaining your decisions and you have to get away from them. I even had somebody tell me, and this is another thing too, y'all. You may be saying, I'm not ready to do this. Listen, I had somebody tell me, well, you're always trying to do your own thing and you're not even ready for that yet. When you really want to manifest a thing, when you really want to manifest something and you really want to dominate a thing, you don't wait until you're ready. You know what you do? You stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. I know y'all heard that before. You stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And guess what? Things don't come by you waiting on the perfect time. Waiting on the perfect time. No. The conditions happen when you create them. So don't wait. Like, I'm not gonna wait until I hit my first 6 figures to show you my trading. No, I'm going to show you when I turn $100 account to $400. I'm going to show you when I turn $128 to $900. I'm going to show you when I make $945 in the morning. That's when I'm going to show you. You think I'm going to wait until, I'm just going to wait until I get to 6 figures and then I'll help the people. No, I'm going to help the people now. I'm going to show them how they can turn a little into a little bit more. Right? So don't wait. And when people put those type of projections on you, like, oh, you're not ready for this yet, or you're not, they are projecting on you and they are trying to control you. They are trying to control you, baby. And you have to stop living on other people's terms and stop dancing to the beat of somebody else's drum. Because at the end of the day, everybody is out for self. Everybody is doing what is best for them. And you have to do what's best for you. You have to do what's best for you, baby. So if you are somebody that is serious with me about making these last 4 months of the year something powerful, I'm telling you, the first thing that I'm doing to make my next move, my best move, and I'm in my best move right now, is I am living my life on my terms fully. I am no longer dancing to the beat of nobody else's drum, and you don't have to either. You shouldn't have to either. You should not have to dance to the beat of nobody else's drum. You should not be sitting there checking it. You got to confirm your dreams with somebody else. You got to confirm your plans with somebody else. No, baby. Stop living on other people's terms. Stop living life according to how other people feel like you should live your life. Baby, do what is best for you. Maximize your solitude, your time by yourself. Overdose on personal development. I just gave you some wonderful people to go listen to, and you could listen to me, because I'm on YouTube too, baby. So you could listen to me. Go listen to some personal development and stop explaining yourself to people. Go and do the productive activities that's going to get you where you need to go. But in this season, we're not living on nobody else's terms. We're not just going with the flow and doing what everybody else thinks that we should do. We're not doing that. Let that go. Let this be your day one of my new life. Day one of me being the person that I was always destined to be. Me being the person that I am deep down on my core. That is how you dominate this last quarter of the year. That is how you do it. That is how you do it. Live life authentically and stop dancing on the beat of other people's drum. Stop living life on other people's terms. That is how you do that. And you don't got to explain nothing to nobody. And anybody that fall off, baby, they was supposed to fall off. If your boundaries offends people, they was supposed to get cut off. They was. If your boundaries offend anybody, they were supposed to get cut off. If you saying no offends them, they were not meant to be with you. If you doing your own thing makes them feel some type of way, just know they want you to be doing their thing, whatever they can do to control you, and that's why it's offending them. So let's make today day number 1 of just living life out loud. Living life on our own terms. Doing the things that resonate with us in our heart. Like, just make this your day 1. Make this your day 1 that you say, I'm not going to listen to the opinions of other people or what they think I should do. And I have this gift that's been sitting on my heart, and I have something that I've been wanting to do, and I'm just going to do it. And that's how you have to be. You just have to do it. Before society deems you ready, before your peers think you're ready, do it anyways. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Right? And that's all I have for you all today, guys. If you are in Houston, right? If you are in Houston and you are somebody that has been interested in trading or interested in investing, listen, every week, me and my team, we meet at some beautiful places around Houston, and we help people learn how to trade. So we get them set up with the platform that we use. We answer questions, even for people that may not be ready, but they may just have questions. We answer your questions, and we let you guys see us take actual trades in real time. So if you are somebody that is in Houston, or you'll be in the Houston area one of these weeks, just hit me up, say, hey, how do I get in on the trading thing? And I will hook you up. I'll tell you where you can meet us at. If you are out of town and you're not in Houston and you are interested or curious about trading, there is an overview video that I can send you. And I can also do Zoom calls with you. So whatever you need, I'm definitely about helping people just level up financially, and help them level up in their life with their personal development, right? So with personal development, if you are a lady on this live, right, and you're like, I need an accountability group, I need a team, I need to be around some like-minded women, right? I need to be around some like-minded individuals. I have a free Facebook community called She Means Business, where we work on money, mindset, and transformation. Okay? Money, mindset, and transformation. That is what we work on inside She Means Business. And there's going to be so many private coaching calls, so many private clarity calls that I'm going to do in there strictly for my girls in She Means Business. So if you want to be a part of that community, just DM me SMB or She Means Business, and I'll send you the link on how to find my Facebook group. Okay, you guys? And just listen, if you are somebody that is stuck and you're like, I want to get unstuck, I want to make another stream of income, I want to learn how to trade, I'm on my job, but I want to get more money without getting a second job, hit me up. Just let me know. Say, hey, I'm interested in getting some passive income, and I will help you guys with that. But I will be back on here some other time. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. I hope that this was the start of a great week. And you guys, this is day one of you stop living on other people's terms and really just living out loud, authentically, and unapologetically. I love you all, and I will see you on another call.